Welcome back. Now, today will be kind of like a little special episode. No worries, it's not like I'm gonna solve the game or do something really extra spectacular, but I would like to take this opportunity to talk about the virtues in the game and how to increase them. And I made some progress on some of them, but there's still some of them are lacking. And let's check with Hawkwind and then also talk about the different virtues and how to raise them and raise your skill in them, I guess. This is based on what I do remember. This is based on what people have told me, like in the comments. Also on what I figured out by experimenting or by getting hints from non-player characters in this game. So let us talk about these. So let us start with humility. And Hawkwind says that thou art setting strong stones to build virtues upon. Thou dost seem a humble soul. So humility is raised by giving humble answers. And this I remember was quite difficult because sometimes it's really hard to do so. And I think I messed up a couple of times where I wasn't sure, should I say this? Should I be really honest or should I not be? I think when I went to McGinsia, I made the little mistake where it, I think, asked me, "Are you humble?" And then I said no because, sometimes, for example, early on in this Let's Play, I had a conversation and it was about, are you afraid sometimes, or are you always like valorous? And I think I said yes, and then the character said liar. So, you have to be a little careful with your answers here. And so humble answers will raise your skill. And I did some research on that, and apparently it's one of the hardest virtues to raise because you have to find the right people. And I haven't even been to all the places. I mean, consider that. We're past 20 episodes now, and I haven't been to dungeons, and I also haven't been to places like the Ampeth Abbey or the Lyceum. But we'll go there soon. So, next up, compassion. Let us show thy compassion well. Continued goodwill should be thy guide. So, for compassion, I have to give money to beggars. I've been doing that a lot. I should do this more. And also, I think it is raised by not killing non-evil creatures, instead running away. So, for example, I had that scene once where I made a little mistake, and I had the bull in one of the towns attack me, or I attacked him to protect that little kid, and I wasn't supposed to do that, and all the guards ran towards me. So, if that bull would have attacked me, the correct thing to do would be to walk away. So, next one. Justice. And here we are. Hawkwind says, "Thou art just and fair. Seek ye now the elevation. Go to the shrine and meditate for 3 cycles." I will do that very, very soon. Justice is related to the town of Yu, and the Moon Gate is northwest of Yu. We'll take a look at the map once I go there. And I'm supposed to meditate there for 3 cycles. And to raise that, you have to be honest in your answers and honest to the herb seller. So, when you buy herbs, for example, I buy garlic for 6 a piece, and I say I want 10 of them. I'm supposed to pay 60. I could pay 55, but that would lower my skill. Actually, I always overpay a little, like 5 to 10 coins. So yeah, I can do that pretty soon and elevate my virtue there by meditating at the shrine. Okay, so let's see the next one. Honor. That's related to the town of Trinsic. We talked about that. You saw me meditate there, and that I'm not quite sure whether I did 3, 2, and 1 cycles. But I did at least meditate. I think I meditated at least twice. And Hawkwind tells me, thou hast become a partial avatar in that attribute. Don't need not my insights. And you raise your honor by doing quests and by giving to beggars. So sometimes they correlate. Alrighty, next one. Valor. Again, I'm ready for elevation. Again, I can raise that. And this is close to Yellum on a little island. So I would need to get there by boat. And to raise that skill is to kill evil. And I did that a lot. I mean, we've killed so many orcs now. So, yeah. So, I also have the rune, the mantra for that. Same with honor, justice. So I will be able to raise that soon. Next one. Sacrifice. Thou art giving of thyself in some ways, seeking now to find yet more. And to raise that, I have to donate blood at the healer. It's like donating blood. So I will do that, and I'll do that at the end of this episode after we talk about the virtues a little bit. And there's a pretty easy way to raise that, I think, but I don't think it's farmable. So we'll figure that out. Finally, no, not finally, there is also spirituality. Though I'm doing well on the path to inner sight, continue to seek the inner light. Now, to raise that virtue, I have to talk to Hawkwind, which I'm doing on a regular basis whenever I stop by at Castle Britannia, and also by meditating at shrines. I've been doing that a few times already, so eventually I'll get there as well. Not quite there yet. And finally, there is honesty. There does seem to be an honest soul. Continued honesty will reward thee. So to do that, to raise that, I will have to give honest answers. And also, that's another correlation. I have to pay the correct price or even overpay a little at the herb vendor. And, I was thinking about that. Like it was like an RPG, like a Dungeons and Dragons RPG, and we'd debate on, why does it work this way? And for example, justice, how is overpaying when you buy herbs, why is that a just thing to do? And I was thinking about that because it seems weird. It seems almost like bribery or something, or buying yourself some favors. But thinking about it, it does make sense in some way, because you consider it, the gold you give, you usually get from killing monsters. So maybe you're like doing a little Robin Hood thing where you buy something and you get some extra because you give back to the people the gold or the coins that, you took from the monsters, which they probably stole. So I don't know if that would be a good explanation. I mean, most of these virtues really make sense. I mean, to raise your spirituality by meditating, for example, does make sense. Or to raise your valor by not running away or by killing evil. That all of that pretty much makes sense. And the same is like with compassion, where you give to beggars, for example, or run away from creatures that are not evil. I mean, those are compassionate things. With justice, it's a little odd. So let us see whether we can do something about the sacrifice thing. So fortunately, there is a healer in the castle, and so we can try to donate blood. And I early on in one of the other episodes, I had that little problem where I donated blood and then healed myself up again, and I couldn't do it again. So I don't know if there's a delay necessary. I don't remember who this is. Sheila, job, light. Seeking lights in the shrines. Yeah, I guess that's a little hint at the spirituality again, because you meditate at the shrines to raise your spirituality. So let us talk to... Are you in need of help? No. Are thou willing to give 100 points of thy blood to aid others? Yes, we are. May thy life be guarded by the powers of good. I actually like the fact that he's called, that his name is Pendragon, because, you know, it's a little reference. I mean, we're in Castle Britannia, right below Lord British, and, you know, Pendragon is the last name of the father of King Arthur, if I remember correctly. Wasn't his father Hugh Pendragon? I think that was it, right? And, that in turn makes me think of World of Warcraft, where there was this famous paladin who was killed by the Lich King, his former student, and his name was Uther too. So I think, you know, there's a little reference as well, I guess. So let's talk to him. So he healed me. And now let us try that again, because if this would work, and I'm not sure, I may have tried this before. Those gods are sometimes really annoying. I did try this before, and I couldn't do this again right away. So maybe we can try to find out why that is, or how long I have to wait to do it again. Oh yeah, here's the healer again. Oh, I can. Very good. So, alrighty. This is a little spammy or a little grindy. But then again, you know, it's really easy and quick to do. Just donating a little blood. Going back to the Lord, to the King, and have myself healed again. And, you know, Hawkwind is right in the middle, so I could even go and check on him and see whether I've raised the skill now. Imagine, you know, the healer would take 100 of each one of us. Or if you could decide that. But then again, you know, that wouldn't be really virtuous, because, you know, you don't want to ask your companions or like command them to give blood or something. So yeah, once again, let's go to the healer. And the next time I'll go back, I will check with Hawkwind and see whether I've raised the skill a bit more. Alright. So hope they'll actually use it for something good. I mean, he says they're in great need. Considering the amount of monsters running around in the country, I assume, you know, they've got a lot of heroes to heal. So yeah, once again, I mean, I could do this off screen as well. I will do, I mean, off screen as in not recorded for a video. I will probably do that when I do a little bit more farming monsters for money and experience. But I think this is okay, and this is a pretty easy method to raise that. I mean, once again, this is not exactly like the most intuitive thing, or it seems a little grindy, but I'm okay with that for now. I mean, so would be killing monsters. Right, my main character is still awake, so I can talk to him right away. Sacrifice. Yeah, need to do it some more, I guess. I remember Hawkwind. I like the fact that some of these characters will follow us and be with us until the end of the whole story, when I hopefully have completed a let's play of all the games. Because I remember that when I watched a good friend of mine play Ultima IV, Hawkwind would appear very early on, and so he will be there with us until the end of the journey. What's a little weird is, did you not take that? Hold on. I think it worked. So let's go back. Let's do another 2 or 3 cycles and see whether I get there quickly. Also, really need to pick up some food soon, and I will do that right after. Oh, went the wrong way. To the weird prison with the weird little monster thing in there. Yeah, I really do need to pick up some rations soon, and also some money for it. And I do think I will try to get to pause and get the food there. No. Yes. Alright. I actually donated twice. I didn't go to the king first. Distracted myself by talking. How very professional. And there we go. So let us see if we can make it down to pause real quick. Because I'm losing a lot of rations, and this is a difference, right? Because in Ultima 1 I used to spend rations, let me save the game, when I was traveling on land, like on the overworld map, which made sense because there you cross a lot more, you know, way bigger distances. And oh, he's shooting at me already. And in town, I mean, you know, those are small distances, so it does seem to make sense. But here, I'm spending rations even when I'm walking around in town. So it's there's a difference, and it's a little odd, right? Because I think I said it in the Ultima 1 playthrough. I thought, even though the world map is really small, the use of those rations would tell you that you're actually not like walking a few centimeters, but you'd actually walk like for miles because you were using food there. So we're now in the South Britannian Bay, and we're in pause. So sometimes I feel like these characters are trolling me. Like in the scene early on in Castle Britannia, when I was trying to get out and the character would always step in the way. Now this is the horse seller. Could also steal a horse, but of course we're not going to do that. Food. Well, that's actually not cheap. That's actually really expensive, I think. How many plates would you like? So let's take 100 plates. No, let's take 90 plates. Yeah, that is actually more expensive than elsewhere because I could get rations of 25 for 25 coins in some other places. But here, they sell their specialty for 2 pieces a piece. So by buying all these plates of it, I spent much more money than I should have. But that's okay, maybe it's delicious or something, I don't know. Alrighty. Maria now has a sling. And maybe I should get Joffrey to actually go into melee range. Don't think he'll make it there, but yeah. I could actually try to force it a little bit by avoiding shots at the monsters. So let me see if I can get Joffrey in range. Oh, he's actually attacking him as well. So let's see what Joffrey can do. Nothing, apparently. I think that was his very first strike in this let's play after picking him up. He wounded him lightly. He was just wounded lightly. Yeah, he said he's an older warrior and he would like to get back into combat, I guess, and he needs some warming up to, has some warming up to do. Okay, the orc is fleeing. And still attacking as well. Oh, come on, Joffrey. Yes. 86 gold. And here we are again at Castle Britannia. And let's fight some more orcs. Only 2 of them. Just seems like a little odd, right? I'm trying to get my warrior in range and all the other characters with the bows are holding back so he can fight that orc, and the others are like watching, or I don't know, ready to jump in if things go wrong. It's a little odd. So let me pass my turns and actually give Joffrey a chance to hopefully actually hit the enemy. Joffrey. I mean, he's an old warrior. Maybe he needs glasses. I'm not quite sure. Okay, the orc is really trying to get away. So let's see if we can get him. Yeah. 49 gold. So let us pick up a little healer. Let's maybe pick up a little more food. Oh, very convenient. Which sounds cruel, but all right. Gave some money to a beggar, hopefully raising my skill again, my virtue. How much does the food cost here? Right, here it's 4 gold per portion. And so I don't want to do that either. So it's my armor, and weapons, and is there anything else? I don't think so. No. Alrighty. So I will do one more thing before I quit this episode and return next time. Guess what? I will do another round of donating blood. And we did. And so let's go back. Okay, all of us are healed. Let me check the stats for Jeffrey. XP 211, so he's got quite a way to go before he can level up, which should be at 400 XP points. I should also try to get him better armor, hopefully something magic eventually, and also some better weapon maybe, but all of that is expensive. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff to do, and right now my main concern is stacking up on virtual food. So let me check again. Sacrifice. Yes, we actually made it. Thou art giving and good. Thy self-sacrifice is great. Seek now elevation. Go to the shrine and meditate for 3 cycles. And sacrifice, let me see real quick, is related to the town of Minnock. We don't have the mantra yet. And the shrine is southwest of Minnock. We don't have the... Oh, we have the mantra. It's Ka. And we don't have the rune. So, yeah. And I think the rune has to do with that forge still. But exploring that forge is a little risky because you're standing in the fire when you do. I tried, but yeah. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I remember this wrong or anything. So we'll still have to find the rune, but we are ready to raise our valor. We are ready to raise our sacrifice now. And justice as well. So, thank you for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.